Hey, good evening. XBT Trading, Bitcoin Futures. This is our end-of-day market recap, trader recap, to see what happened in the Globex session on Sunday evening, and then into the regular trading session on the CBOE on Monday morning and afternoon. So, with that said, if we look back into the beginning of the evening, we had a major gap up, which essentially it was our entire range expansion average in the gap up in the third candle. And again, remember, we're watching 15-minute candles. We knew going into this that our short-term bias was neutral and our overall long-term bias was bearish. But we had a major gap up, opened in the in the resistance zone of 75.87, 76.40, kept going to the final resistance zone of the day was our 77.38 to 77.40. So if you were looking at this last night in the Globex, you could stop, take a breath here. You notice some consolidation, and as we see, we put in kind of a funky hammer even on this 15-minute candle. This graveyard doji. So at this point, with already a 300-plus move, you could feel pretty good about. I don't know if I can get this for you. Let's see. You could about this area and this area of shorting the market. So with that said, we move on down to, remember, what was once resistance becomes support. And right around, let's see, the 21:30 hour, we came back to our resistance zone to a T, 76.65 to 76.80, meandered around sideways again until we fell. Now, you'll notice that this thing knifed right back, right through this again. Once it's been tested several times, the validity is not as good as an initial tap. So with that said, we went down into, again, what was resistance is now support, 75.87 to 76.40. And we hung around there. Now, if you were shorting in one of these two spots and you're looking to get out, this probably would be a good spot. 7,600 is roughly where we are here. So that's a 165-point move-ish per contract. So there you have it. Again, we consolidate sideways for the next good bit, and then we break down again going into the open of regular trading. We almost hit back to our initial resistance, which is now support, at 74.68 to 74.85 zone. So if you were inclined to hold longer and perhaps work on a gap fill, which we almost did, we did to the essentially one tick, 5 points, $5 away from filling this gap up. And that's interesting, and I think is a good sign for the overall volatility of this XBT market in general, because oftentimes when you see a quick move up that's not followed through, a gap fill will take place in a market like the ES, the YM, etc. So with this trading more like a futures contract that we know, I think is a good thing. We took it down, essentially closed the gap, and then in the regular trading session, we chopped sideways for, almost put in a little double bottom there, and chopped sideways for about 100 points all day. So the one thought for the day would have been that gap up range extreme, a short somewhere around the 77.60 position, and deciding whether to get out with would I say 165-ish points, or hold down into this area. So either way, we had what I would say would be one really good opportunity today, and all you need is one. So with that said, I will be back momentarily with our trade worksheet and trader plan for Tuesday, June the 5th. Hope you all traded well today.